Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. In this video we're going to show you guys how to liquidity provide. This is mainly for Mad Money Mark. He is one of our Patreon members. Hey man, I appreciate the support, but I want to make this designated video for you. If you guys already know how to provide liquidity, you can just skip this video and disregard, because it's going to be a video explaining liquidity and how to provide it. So first off, we're going to use something like Uniswap. Mark, I was mentioning to you, I'm just going to basically dedicate this video to you, so I'm just going to be talking to you directly. So if you guys aren't Mark, well, just think of yourself like Mark. So today you're going to be called Mark. So how you provide liquidity is you need to have two separate tokens. Well, how do you know which pools to select? Well, keep in mind guys, you're going to have impermanent loss. This is why they pay these rewards. So just because you see a crazy reward doesn't mean you should ape in. Why is that? Well, because if you're pairing CELO with Movi is a farming coin and CELO is not a farming coin. It is basically the native coin of the CELO network. So typically what happens is, well, farming coins get pumped to nuts and ham, as in like bad nuts and ham, more like rotten nuts and spoiled ham. It's not good. They get pumped to bad. They go to zero and not zero. Well, yeah, actually zero. But the point is when you provide liquidity, what you're going to be doing, and the reason why you're rewarded for it, is you sell your good token, aka the coin that stays the same or goes up, and buy the dip on the coin that is going down. The reason they call it impermanent loss is because you don't realize that loss until you withdraw out of the pool. Once you withdraw out of the pool, that's when you realize the loss, and that's when it becomes, well, permanent loss. So if you look at the CELO Myobi pool, it's paying some really good rewards. But how the pants do we provide liquidity now that you guys kind of understand the risks? Well, this is how you provide liquidity. We're going to go over to the pool section. So if you hit pool, we're going to select, I'm going to do Mu and CELO because I know those are some of the pairs. First, I need to get some CELO tokens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the swapper on Uniswap, and I'm going to swap some of my, well, Ube for some CELO. So here's the Moolah CELO. I'm swapping this. I'm going to get some CELO right now, and I'm going to hit confirm. The reason why I'm doing it on the CELO blockchain is because gas fees are super cheap and the transactions go through immediately, almost immediately. So this one already went through, and now I'm going to go pool the tokens. So now I literally just hit create a pair, and I'm going to do the Mu token as well as the CELO token. So I'm going to hit max. Okay, so I need a little more CELO. So let me go ahead and grab some more CELO. So I'm going to go back to the swapper, and I'm going to swap some CELO for some CELO. So let's just call it 0.25 or whatever. I don't care. They're the same thing. It's CELO is just Moolah Money CELO, and CELO is just CELO. So they're basically the same thing. Gas fees are super cheap on here, so I could care less. They're fractions of dirt, and they're dirt cheap. And the transactions go through super quick, so I like using it. So now we're going to go back to Uniswap. Now, the reason why I hit max on Mu is because I'm trying to deposit all my Mu tokens. If you're trying to deposit all your CELO, this one's not going to go through because, well, insufficient Mu balance. So I only have a certain amount of Mu, so I'm just going to do all the Mu tokens. So I supply, and the best thing, this is a quick tip, especially with a blockchain that has instant transactions and, well, it's low gas fees, is just make the liquidity super low. Because if the transaction fails through, no harm, no foul, you just make the transaction again. If it's on Ethereum, now that's a little more risky. But the reason why you want to make the slippage really low is because if you don't know what slippage means, it basically means you're getting ripped off if the transaction goes through. But in reality, what slippage means, instead of just kind of being brash about it, is when you say 0.5% or 1% slippage, that means the transaction will go through if the token price you see on this amount, or the amount of token paired with this one, is less than 1%, the transaction will go through. So basically you're paying a 1% transaction fee. Not fun in my book, so I say no thanks. So I just added liquidity, like literally that easy. So it was super easy to add liquidity. Keep in mind, I'm not earning any rewards except for swap fees on this. I need to go farm with the coin. So I need to find the Mu CELO pool. The reason why I like the Mu CELO is because they're paying out pretty well on the rewards. It is a triple reward pool. So I just go here, and I say manage, and I deposit my UBE tokens. So I hit deposit, I hit max, and I hit deposit. Boom, that's it. That's all you do, Mark. And if you're watching this, you're also called Mark now. So I just deposited the tokens. That's it. That's how you provide liquidity. Make sure you understand the risks. That's why you have rewards and why you're getting paid to provide liquidity. Because, well, you're basically holding the bag for, well, the people who are going to dump on you. That's how it rolls. All right, guys, let's go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 16, verses 30. Whoever winks their eye is plotting perversity. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. So I guess to take from this, whoever winks their eye is plotting perversity. I guess, I mean, you know, when your friend kind of like winks to his friend and he's like, yeah, and then typically something bad happens, like you get slapped in the head or something goofy. Yeah, that's probably what it means by that. So yeah, just be careful when someone winks, right? No, that's not what it's meaning directly, but it's meaning like, hey, if someone's evil, they're probably going to do something evil, so be careful.